That's amazing.
Thank you very much, darling.
Hello, my name is Michelle and I am I'm an NHS healthcare support worker at the moment, but I'm actually venturing on a new experience and a passion, of which this experience has been part of, and that's taken me to the root of my passion, which is numerology and tarot reading. And I've just been incredibly blessed and fortunate to have been chosen to be part of this experience of being drawn, and it's quite something. It's really I can only liken it when I go to a museum, and I often go to a museum on my own because it means I can absorb, take my time and appreciate every moment of it.
Yes.
And it's more of an internal thing than an external expressive, oh, I love it, which I do, but it's just a quiet conversation going on in here, and it is something quite, I don't think there are words to describe it, what I'm feeling, but of course it's amazing, it's phenomenal, it's intricate, it's intriguing. I really want to strip, I won't touch it. You know, back in the day you say anyone who had a cleft palate and lip will use always the eyes that stand out.
Yes.
And as much as the eyes are there, I'm still drawn to the area here, which is my nose and my lip, which I know tells me the story, or I remember, I can still picture the moment of being in the consultation room with the surgeons, the clinicians, talking about what do we do with Michelle? What else can we do for Michelle? And they're scratching their heads. And I remember that moment. It was at that operation where I said, I'm done. I'm done. Because they couldn't lift that part of my nostril up, which I considered it to be more normal, whatever that is. Or more symmetrical, and they realised there was not much more they could do for me, but I think they really wanted to try, but I just had enough by then. Yeah.
So how does it make you feel, like seeing it in a drawn form?
You know, at the beginning, I have wanted my portrait done for forever, for a very, very long time, again, to kind of embrace who I am and what I am, my appearances and so forth. And I had one picture drawn, but it was in the shape of a mandala, and that was associated with my numerology chart then, and it was a beautiful picture done by this lady in South Africa actually, who did my numerology chart and then did this geometrical portrait, and I love it. It's gorgeous because that said to me, I am a cosmic beauty. You know, and all those colours there, and it sung to me. It was absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. And then came the real thing, where just sort of like a sequence of events, and I saw Fred's eye, and I thought, that's it. I didn't even see the whole thing. I've only just recently managed to see the whole programme, but I said if I had my portrait done, it would be by this chap, obviously you. And so that took me on just an exploration of just asking, and then drawing a line under it. But here I am. And I said, it was part of my 50th, and just kind of being, you know, embracing all of that me, I thought, yeah, I'm come to the end of the realisation that accepting me and how I look. And it was only when, and me saying it, you know, my cleft palate, my cleft lip, was fine, but when I had someone else, and I think it was Malcolm, sort of said, yes, Kelvin, love to catch your cleft lip, that's when I kind of like, so there was still something more, because it was different hearing from someone else. And I thought, crumbs, you know, I'm here, this is it. But to see it captured in, it's interesting because when you look in a mirror, obviously I see myself every single day, but it just becomes, but seeing it like this, it kind of brings a whole different, it's like I'm looking in another mirror, you know?
It's beautiful.
And this is it, this is real. What you see is what you get. And that was all part of me sort of shaving my head and everything like that, just to say like I'm not hiding anymore.
I see.
You know?
I see. So would you say that was the moment that you fully embraced? When would you say that moment was?
Well, I knew the moment of I'm done with operations, I'm done with surgery, and because I told me this idea of, is it cosmetic surgery? It's necessary because if I didn't have the operations to repair my palate, I wouldn't be able to eat and drink properly. If I didn't have the operations to possibly help with my nose, I wouldn't be able to breathe properly. And I haven't got my ears in at the moment, but it's sort of all part of that with having to wear hearing aids, and it's all part of the whole package. But I remember that day, that was it. I'd resolved in saying that I'm done. And then that was the beginning of starting a whole fresh chapter in, there's no more that can be done. This is it. Live with this skin, with this, live with whoever I am. And it's one thing me living with that, but it's what society thinks as well. I think that's where the constant battle of wanting to look a certain way.
Absolutely.